I'm Nicole Hemrick, and today I'd like to talk about what happens during an individual hearing. An individual hearing is your hearing in a U.S. immigration court that is actually your trial about your case. So this is where the court is going to be hearing testimony from you and from any witnesses that you have. The basic structure goes like this. At the beginning, the judge will ask you to stand and raise your right hand and swear to tell the truth. You will have an interpreter there if you do not speak English or if English is your second language. Your attorney will be there with you. Of course, the judge will be there. And then there will be an attorney representing the Department of Homeland Security. You will be asked to confirm where you reside. You will be asked to confirm your name, assuming you have an attorney, which you should for a court case. You will be asked if your attorney is still your attorney authorized to speak on your behalf and represent you in these proceedings. Then there will be a time when the judge will be talking essentially to your attorney and to the government attorney, and the judge and these two attorneys will be reviewing the documents that have been submitted from both sides regarding your case, and the judge will mark them into evidence. All that means is, for example, that the judge is going to say the notice to appear, which put you in court, is Exhibit 1, your application is Exhibit 2, and so forth. The only purpose of that is so that the two attorneys can describe which piece of evidence they're looking at for the judge to make it simpler to understand what they were referring to during testimony. Then, when that is all complete, at some point you're going to be asked whether you've reviewed your application. If everything is true and complete, you might be asked to sign the application depending upon what type of application it is, and then testimony will start. Generally, your attorney will first be asking you questions and will kind of lead you through your story, and you will respond. Then the next cross-examination happens, which means that the government attorney will be asking you questions. At any time, the immigration judge can chime in and ask his or her own questions of you. Additionally, if at any time you don't understand something or need something repeated, you should say so. And you never want to make up an answer. If you don't know something, you should say that you don't know. That said, going into an individual hearing, you really should have prepared very well with your attorney. What that means is reviewing the entire application, discussing your testimony, and reviewing the documents that have been presented in support of your case. At the end of the hearing, occasionally the attorneys will make a closing statement if needed, and then usually the judge will issue a decision at the end, so you will know the outcome of your case. There are times that the judge might say he or she needs more time to think about it and will issue a written decision. Usually individual hearings last an hour and a half to 2 hours. There are some that are much shorter, and there are some that are much longer. There are some that go on for several days, not necessarily consecutively, but you might start one day and then have your next hearing a few months later. That is the basic structure of an individual hearing. If you have questions about this or any other immigration matter, give us a call at 833-848-7838.